Hello everybody and welcome to Wednesday live. We are getting some weather issues. We're in an amber alert at the moment, much needed rain, which is wonderful, but there have been some rumbles of thunder. So if there's a problem with the internet, then I apologise in advance, but hopefully we'll get through these projects. I also don't know what's going on. There seems to be an awful lot of shadow, which I don't normally have. Let's see if I bring that forward. Will that help? Maybe it's the main light. Let's try turning the main light off. That's okay. I'm not sure if that's any better actually. Of course, I haven't had to have the lights on because it's been so hot and sunny, but I'm not sure what's going on today. I'm really not sure at all. I really don't normally have this glare. So anyway, I apologise. So 2 weeks today was the 31st of August, and that is the last day of this second celebration for 2022, Saleabration 2.0, if you like. And I did show you before, just get my celebration brochure. I think here in the UK and in Europe, most of the celebration items in this little catalogue are still available. They brought out the extra items because particularly in the States, a lot of stuff had sold out, but we still have the hippos, we still have the hippo dies, we still have the 12 by 12 Rings of Love designer series paper, we still have the pool party and soft sea foam cards. And in fact, today, I thought I was only using 2 items, but I'm using the designer series paper, I'm using these cards, and I'm using the stamp set. So I am actually using three things from it today. Yeah, to my knowledge, everything is still available. When I looked this morning, it was anyway. These dies, if you spend £90, and this designer series paper and stamp set, if you spend £90, all still available. Now I do have a very special offer for you today. So I've got the Perfect Pomegranate, which is a host set. It's photopolymer, and I will be giving this away in a free draw to anybody who shares my video from YouTube and the live. If you share them, just comment that you've shared and I will put you in a draw, and I will be drawing that next Wednesday, so I will let you know. Okay, so today so these are the other celebration items, and they're all in the main catalogue anyway. Well, that's in the holiday catalogue, but I think everything else is in the main catalogue, in the annual catalogue, so they're all still available. It's just that you have to use these codes rather than the ones in the catalogue. But if you need any help, please don't hesitate to ask. So these are the pool party and soft sea foam cards and matching envelopes. I love these. So the envelopes, you've got some can you see that, like some leaves on that's soft sea foam, and then the inside lining is it's like a bit like Boca Dots pool party. So we have this card, which is using the Amazing Phrasing stamp set, which you can get if you spend £90. The cards, you get a pack of 20, I think it is. I have a couple, so I'll be using them for my classes. Just going to check my volume is on. Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, you get a pack of 40. Gosh. Right, so it's 20. It must be 20 cards, 10 of each, and 20 envelopes. So, and the measurements that they've got on there are slightly incorrect, but that's okay. So this is card number 1, and I've got everything ready to show you. The only problem is I didn't realise I was so low on my pool party sheer ribbon, and I've actually run out. I've ordered some more, but it's not here. So I'm probably going to use my I don't know, should I use the soft sea foam, which is also sheer, or I've got the evening evergreen, because the mint macaron in here, I'm not sure which one would let's have a look. I have loads of these, so this is the evening evergreen. No, it's not evening evergreen, sorry, soft succulent. Actually, I think the soft succulent's better, so I'll use that today. So I do apologise. I've got it on order. And I've basically used I've used the card bases, and this is a label which I've die cut. Oh, now that's, which one have I die cut that from? Oh, it's in my Christmas things. I've moved everything around. Stitch rectangles. Oh, that's interesting. I must have it out somewhere, because honestly my room is such a mess. I'm expecting a delivery this afternoon with my final bits to get my room sorted. So I have already die cut to save time. So it's the 12 by 12 Rings of Love Designer Series paper, and we're using the gingham side. So you've got flowers on the other side. And I wanted white. So all I've done, that is the original card with the soft sea foam. And I just turned it. So you get, when you open it, I'm going to use that side, you get the soft sea foam on the inside. And it's basically just a case of layering and matting. Can't speak. Layering and matting the Gingham Designer Series paper onto the basic white, and then again onto the card. One thing, and I've also, these are from the Hippo dies, and the first time I did it, I didn't put the adhesive sheets on, but this time I have, so that will make sticking those down a little bit easier, she says. And I need my stamp set, and I need my mint macaron. But I'm going to use soft succulent to go with the ribbon. And I'm also going to need sweet sorbet. So let's get those ready. I need a block. So it's the seasonal labels is the dies, but what I have done with it, goodness only knows. I just hope I haven't thrown it away, because oh, there it is, seasonal labels. It was hiding. I've got my Christmas things separate, so there you can see the different labels, and it's the largest one. Okay, yeah, looks huge in there, but actually it's not that big. And then what I've done is, using the Very Best Trio punch, I lined up to get, so I could put my, see there, get the ribbon to go through. So before I stick any of that down, I'm going to do the same thing again. Now what I did was I marked with pencil. So I'm just lining, can you see that? Just lining it up. And because the ribbon's quite wide, I need, so if you can see that where I've done the pencil is slightly off center. So I'm just gonna, so now I want that to punch where the pencil line is, and then it won't be visible. And I'm just gonna move it along and do the rest, because I don't want it to go, yeah, so that's perfect for my ribbon to go through. So I'm going to just repeat that at the other end. I just wanted to show you how I did that. I love this punch. So just press down. And it's, I find it easier to have it face down than face up, because you can see where your card is. Let's get rid of those little bits with the pencil marks on. And I'm done with that, so that can go back up there. And then what I've done is wrapped. So actually, I'm going to shut these inks. I think I was a bit premature opening them. Because I know I'm going to stick my hand or my card in there. There we go. Get my pencil out of the way. And this is going to run out as well. I know I'm getting low, but I have got another one, I think. So I'm just going to use my Seal Plus to get my Designer Series paper onto my basic white card. Okay. Then I'm going to take my which way am I going? Right, so I want the bow this side. Okay, so that should fit through, which it does. Perfect. Bring that through, and then that's going to go on with dimensionals and will come around there. Aha, missed another stage out. So before I do that, I need to do my stamping, because once you've got it on dimensionals, it could be a recipe for disaster. So I did Oops, I'm the Worst, and I think I want to say, hey, I might do, because I'm waiting for my granddaughter to get some exam results. So you did it. Yeah, so I could do woohoo, you did it. So I think I will do that this time, just for a change. And because I'm doing it in, let's get that flat. Yeah, because I'm going to be doing that in Sweet Sorbet, and I think I've mentioned to you already, I have a thing about staining my stamps. I know it's OCD, so I'm just going to put some Versamark on the base. I'm not embossing, but it's just to try and stop the staining. So hopefully it's going to fit. Yes. Woohoo. I'm just going to quickly clean that because I don't want it to stain. Sorry about the squeak. It has stained, but I'll try and sort that out later. So I'm done with the Sweet Sorbet for now. And I'm going to You Did It. No, that's You've Got This. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the fonts, but I find it quite difficult to read. Usually I can read them quite. So You Did It. That must be this one. No, that's to Another Year. It'll be third time lucky, I know it. No, that's not it either. Sorry. You've Got This. I'm gonna have to take them all off because I really can't read it. It's going to be Yes, You've Got This. No, I don't want You've Got This. Why do I think I want You've Got This? You're Doing. I'm the Worst, which is what I did on there. To Another Year. I'll tell you, it's going to be the last one I pick up. Together. I Miss You. around the sun. I don't really understand that, but I guess it's referencing your birthday. To you too. Oh, I told you it's going to be the last one I pick up. You did it. I apologise for that. And we'll do that in soft succulent. I need to leave some, it's not quite straight, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to do this down towards the bottom because I want to get my flower. So my largest flower is there. There we go. I'm not sure what colours I used on the other one, so I'll keep those out. Okay. So what I want to do now is put my flowers on. Right, and this one I'm going to need my pick tool because the adhesive sheets are so strong, but they actually, if you do it wrong, you pull up the card, which is what I did on that bit there. That's it. Okay, so that's the biggest one. So we'll pop that in the middle. Okay, and then the two little ones. And finally, oops. Famous last words. Gosh, that rain's really coming down, but that's good. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is pop that round. Just thinking I should probably glue it down. Yeah, I'll glue it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it either side of the ribbon, because then if I need to pull the ribbon should still move, if that makes sense, because I'm going to need enough to do a bow. Just eyeballing it. Okay, and then if I bring that round, yeah, it's still moving. And then let's see if I can tie a bow on camera. So nice to be back in my craft room. It was so hot last week, I just couldn't work in here. Just need to pull it back. Whoops, pull it back a little bit, I think. I don't want to waste too much. Okay, let's try that. So I'm planning a few things going forward, and from September I'm going to be changing things up slightly. I will still be doing my lives, but they'll be a bit more constructed, and I will be introducing some online workshops, and that if you spend with me during that workshop, and there'll be a special host code which I will explain, then you will get everything that you need to make the projects from the class for free. I will even pay the shipping, postage, although having said that, Royal Mail are balloting to go on strike. So keep your fingers crossed. Okay, that's that. Let's just get my ribbon scissors. Okay, so all I need to do now is, let's make sure I've got it the right way up, to glue that onto there. Without gluing my fingers. And so these cards will be, I'm trying to be proactive, but I haven't quite got there yet. Normally I just type up the instructions on my blog, but what I want to actually try and do is set them up as a a PDF excuse me, that you can download with all the instructions and the measurements and everything on. So as I said, that would be going forward. Now what I used on here was the I've turned it over so you could see the red ones. The 2022 to 2024 in colour matte decorative dots. And I'm just going to pop the little one, oops, the little ones inside little ones. I used to use my tweezers for this, but I have to say I'm really loving using the pick tool. And then I'm going to put a bigger one into the middle of the centre one. And there you have it. Okay, so there's card number one. So that was Pool Party, and that's soft succulent. But do you know what? I actually think because of the mint macaron, the soft succulent looks better. So okay, that's card number one. Now card number two, I've used soft sea foam. Excuse me. I need that. So You Are Amazing. And I have used, oh, it's another of the Saleabration items, the silver and gold 6x6 paper. So I've got everything ready and I've die cut scalloped contour label. I've die cut a leaf in sweet sorbet and a little label. The only thing I haven't die cut is my glimmer paper, and I'll have to put that on later. I don't think I've got any to hand at the moment. So right, what I've done, this is smoky slate, and I've cut a piece of the silver dot paper and just glued it down, and then that is going to go across the middle. But first, now this is where the Pool Party would normally go, and I don't think, oh hang on, I haven't used this yet. This is Balmy Blue. See, I haven't even taken the plastic off it yet. What do you think? Do you think that's too bright? Should I stick with soft succulent? So it's going to go across here. It's not really going to be right next to the Pool Party, but it is blue rather than green. Yeah, I think I'll give that a try. It's quite thick, this one, so I don't think I will tie a bow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just glue this to the back using tear and tape. And then when we get to the front, I'll just tie little knots so it's not too bulky. So if you don't want to use too much of your ribbon, this is a little trick. Just put some tear and tape at either end. Just trying to get that in the middle. I'm just going to cut that there, so I can then glue that across the middle of my card. Okay, and then I will tie a knot rather than a bow because it is a bit bulky. It's in the, oh, here's some more thunder. It's in the mini July to December catalogue. This, it goes with the Gnomes suite, and I will be playing with that in a couple of weeks' time. I'm just playing with Saleabration before it ends. Okay, so then if I just tie a little knot, show you what I mean. And we want the blue to show, so you have to kind of just play with it so that you get the blue through, because the natural way would be the white. Oh, and guess what? Mr. Brown is just arriving. So I'm going to have to pause and restart. Bear with me. Yes, I did. Yes, I'm just in the middle of my video. I'm just doing my video. Sorry about that. Brilliant. I knew you'd come when I was live, but anyway. So you can see there I've got just a little, and that can go at the side and it won't be too bulky, hopefully. It's nice though, it's got like a little satiny effect. I don't know if it was there, but anyway. Right, so then I've got my, oh sorry, I'm out of breath, running up and down the stairs, down and up even. So I've got scalloped contour die, which I stamped amazing on. What's my stamp set now? Did I clean that? Not sure. Okay. You are amazing. Yeah, I'll stick with that. Amazing. And that's in Sweet Sorbet. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do my Versamark. I do have some stays on remover, which I will use later to try and get the, not sure if it's a pink or a red, it's kind of in between. So we want it quite near the bottom because I'm going to have that little label showing, and to the right because the leaf is going to go to the left. Okay, that's good. I think I'm not using Sweet Sorbet again, so that can go away. Yeah, I'll have to clean that later. Running out of space because I really need to tidy my desk up. Right. So this one is You Are. Let's see if I can find this quicker than last time. Yay! First time. Probably because I've already used it and it's slightly coloured. And that's going to go on this little label, which is from the Stylish Shapes. So I just need to try and get that straight. Normally I would stamp and die cut, but I just wanted to speed up the process a bit. Okay. I think I used blue on the next one, so that can go away as well. Fan on, hot after running up and down the stairs, down and up even. Right, got my bits. Oh, white twine I need. There we go. So the UR is just going to go on with mini dimensionals. Just to kind of make it stand out a little bit. Okay, then I have put some adhesive sheets on the back of this. There we go. Famous last words. I'm just going to pop that on at an angle. And then that will go on there with dimensionals. I'm really hot, but I think it's because I've got all the lights on. So I'm going to use my edging of my dimensionals. I think I must have got some ink on my hands because it seems to be going on everything. I'll just pop that there. And that can go there with in the middle and a dimensional middle, just to stop it sagging. So don't ever throw away those side bits, they're really useful. There we go. Okay. You are amazing. So I just need glue dot, I think, will be right for that. And because that's raised up, and I've only done a knot rather than a bow, it shouldn't be too bulky. Let's pop that there. It's quite a thick ribbon actually, and that's not very sticky, so let's put another one on top. There we go. And what do I do with my white twine? There it is. And what I'm going to do with that is just try and tie it around the bottom. Tie it in a little bow. Maybe a bit too big. And there you go. So the only thing that's missing is my little bit of glimmer. But actually, do you know what? I think it looks nice. And just see how different the different colour of ribbon makes it look much more blue, I think. So that's card 2. Right. Card 3. Let's just put stuff back so I've got some space. And this is slightly different fold. It's not really a fancy fold, I wouldn't call it. And there is a bit of fussy cutting involved, I apologise. So it's also using the 12 by 12 Rings of Love designer series paper. And I think this one, the medallion, is probably my favourite. I know lots of people like the gingham, and I do like it, but I'm a blue and green girl, so for me this is beautiful. And again, I'm going to have to use a soft succulent because I haven't got the pool party. I just realised I've run out of that. So basically all I did is it's a normal basic fold, and then all I did was from the front cut 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters out. And the reason it looks, when you open it, looks like that is because it had the crease there, so I didn't want that. Then I've cut a strip of Evening Evergreen. So I didn't actually stamp in blue, I stamped in Evening Evergreen. And this is 1.5 centimeters, and this strip of designer series paper is 3 centimeters by 14.8, which is the width of the card. Now that's just going to get popped on there, and then I'll just trim it at the bottom. I think I'll have the dimensionals, what's it called? What is this called? Oh, it's gone out of my head. So it's just going to overlap a bit there. And this, it goes on the inside. So just need my stamper. So now I've already cut circle using the stylish shapes and a little label tag with the stylish shapes. And I did stamp, because it was a bigger, this is for my dad. I actually did stamp this first and then I cut it out, so that's why I've already done it. It's going to go across there. And on this one I stamped straight onto the circle, but I just thought with the other one we did the little label, so I wanted to see really what the difference was. So all I'm going to do now, this is going to overlap because you want it, make sure I get the right side, you want it to be seen. So I'm literally just going to, in fact, what I think I'll do is I might use some Tombow, because I just want a very little bit on the side. I think I'm nearly, everything, have you noticed that? Everything always runs out together. This is getting very low as well. There is something, oh, it's got stuff on the top, that's probably why. Let's get rid of that, and I might be able to get some out a bit better. I can't tell you, I've got this brown box sitting next to me. I'm desperate to open it. Never mind. Okay. And so I can just attach that to the edge of the card. And just straighten it up a bit and then lay it down, and then you can make sure it's straight and then trim it. Perfect. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same for my design series paper. Just going to put that down there, but I'm sticking down the whole thing so I can use my Seal Plus for that. Medallion, that's what it's called, is a medallion. Could not think for a minute. So I'm going to pop that right to the edge. That. It's not quite straight, so let's try that again. I'm going to go from the edge this time. Line it up at the top and the side. Okay, and then we've just got a little bit of overhang, so I can cut that off. Okay. Now, this is a different sheet. It's got the birds on it, actually, on one side. But I kind of like this. As I said, I'm a blue and green girl. So that's just going to go. And I just cut a flag. And the way I did that was on my trimmer. I think this is an inch. Oh, got my over there. Yeah, it's just under an inch. So I lined it up. Well, let me show you how I did it, because it's a neat little trick. So on the trimmer, sorry, I just bashed the camera. Gosh, where's my camera gone?